in the silence of a deep forest, in the stillness of a Himalayan cave, and sometimes, even in the heart of a busy city. There are those who will close their eyes and open a door to past. Not the past of this life, but the one before. What if the memories of who you were before you were born still live within you? What if you could remember your past life, not as a story, but as a feeling, a vision, a knowing? And what if the key was meditation? Today, we dive into one of the most mysterious and awe-inspiring possibilities of human consciousness. Can you remember your past life through meditation? The soul, according to ancient spiritual philosophy, is eternal. It journeys through countless bodies, across countless lives, like a traveler changing clothes. Birth is not a beginning. Death is not an end. Each life is a chapter in a much longer story. Just as your body stores physical memory, scars, strength, flexibility, your subtle self stores impressions. The emotional, mental, and spiritual echoes of every experience you've ever had, even from lifetimes ago. Some memories are buried deep, but others, they bubble up uninvited, unexplained. Why do some children speak of families they never had in this life? Why do certain people feel instant love or hatred towards strangers they just met? Why do some carry rational fears, dreams, talents, or passions with no clear origin? The answer lies not in this life, but in the ones before it. There are documented cases across cultures and continents of children remembering past lives. Some recall the names of their former families. Some describe homes, jobs, even deaths that can later be verified. They are too young to invent such details, too innocent to lie with such conviction. Why children? Because their minds are unclouded. They haven't yet been molded by rigid beliefs. Their consciousness is still soft, like wet clay, able to access deeper truths without filters. As they grow older, these memories fade, buried beneath the noise of the current life. But under certain conditions, especially deep meditation, these forgotten echoes can rise again. Meditation is not just a practice. It is a gateway. When the breath becomes slow, when the thoughts begin to settle, when the mind turns inward instead of outward, a quiet stillness arises. And within that stillness lies access to the deeper layers of the mind, what some call the storehouse of impressions. These impressions are not always linear stories. Often, they are symbols, flashes, feelings, or vivid scenes that arise spontaneously. A meditator may suddenly see themselves in an ancient land, wearing clothes of another era. They may feel emotions they can't explain: grief, joy, longing for people they've never met. These are not fantasies. They are the soul's long-lost memories slowly surfacing. Mystics and seekers have used specific techniques for centuries to uncover these impressions. 1. Silence sitting in isolation. Yogis would retreat to caves or forests away from distractions. In that solitude, the mind becomes transparent, and the soul's voice grows louder. 2. Breath control practices. By regulating the breath, they control the flow of energy in the body. This helps bypass surface-level thoughts and reach deeper awareness. 3. Inner visualization. Some use guided inner journeys, asking questions before entering meditation, such as, who was I before this life? And letting the answers emerge in images or feelings. 4. Symbolic dreams. After long hours of meditation, dreams become vivid and meaningful. Ancient seekers would often interpret these dreams to uncover past life clues. 5. Mantra or sound repetition. Continuous repetition of a sacred sound helps quiet the analytical mind, allowing deeper memories to surface like reflections in a still pond. These aren't quick tricks. They require discipline, patience, and purity of intent. But those who persist often speak of visions that change the way they see life and death forever. How do you know if what you're seeing in meditation is a real past life or just imagination? The signs are subtle, but clear. Emotional charge. You may feel powerful emotions, grief, love, fear, far deeper than normal. Unexplainable familiarity. Certain scenes or people feel too real, as if you've known them forever. Recurring themes. The same visions return over multiple meditations or dreams. Unexpected knowledge. You may suddenly know things you never learned, like foreign languages, historical facts, or lost traditions. These are not proof in the scientific sense, but in the spiritual sense, they are more than enough. Truth, after all, is something the soul recognizes, not just the mind. Yet, here is a word of caution. Not every past life memory is pleasant. Some carry trauma, pain, regret. Others may stir ego and attachment. That's why many teachers warn, do not seek past life memories out of curiosity, thrill, or pride. Seek them only if your heart is ready to understand and release them. Sometimes, the purpose of uncovering a past life is not to remember, but to heal, to forgive, to let go, to close an old wound that is silently shaping your current life. You may wonder, what is the point of all this? Why should one care who they were in another life? The answer is simple. To understand why you are who you are today, your tendencies, your struggles, your passions, they did not start in this life. By seeing their roots, you gain clarity. You gain compassion for yourself and others. You begin to live not from confusion, but from understanding. And above all, you stop blaming fate and start learning from it. There's a reason You were born with the body you have, the family you know, the challenges you face. None of it is random. None of it is punishment. It is a continuation of a much longer journey. Meditation is not just about peace. It is about remembering who you are, who you were, and who you are becoming. Whether you recall your past lives or not, know this. You are more than this moment, more than this name, more than this story. You are the traveler, and the path stretches far behind you, and even farther ahead. If you feel a pull to remember, begin with silence. Begin with the breath. Begin with presence. And if your soul is ready, the memories will come, not as noise, not as fantasy, but as truth, spoken softly in the voice of your eternal self.